Welcome to Stoic Today, YouTube. If you're ready to take full ownership of your mind, elevate your emotional discipline, and master the art of inner stillness, you've found your place. This is where noise ends and clarity begins. Take a moment right now, click the subscribe button, drop a thoughtful comment, and join a global community of focused thinkers, quiet warriors, and purpose-driven doers. Your time is valuable, and your presence here matters. Now let's dive into a message that could completely reshape the way you respond to the world. How to never get angry or bothered by anyone. What if your greatest power wasn't in how loudly you argued or how intensely you reacted, but in how calmly you didn't? What if your silence wasn't passivity, but precision? What if your stillness wasn't weakness, but unshakable control? In a world addicted to reaction where people over-explain, defend, and explode just to be seen, the person who holds their center becomes the most powerful presence in any room. When no insult can shake you, when no comment can pull you out of character, when no situation can disrupt your peace, you become untouchable. Share this message with someone who needs to be reminded. Stillness is strategy, restraint is strength, and peace is the ultimate position of power. Let others react. You rise. Let the world shout. You stay sharp. Your rise begins in silence, and it begins now. Anger is one of the most cleverly disguised traps life sets for you. It feels powerful in the moment. It feels righteous, but every time you give in to it, you surrender control. Think about it. How many times have you let one comment, one petty insult, derail an entire day of progress? That's not strength, it's vulnerability disguised as reaction. True strength isn't loud. It's silent discipline in the face of chaos. Every time you get angry, you hand over control. And once people know they can control you, they'll keep pushing your buttons. But what if you flip the script? What if nothing could shake you? What if you became so untouchable, so locked, in that no one, not a stranger, not a hater, not even your worst enemy could bother you? That's what this is about. Mastering your emotions, taking back your power, and becoming the kind of person that never gets angry or bothered no matter what. Control is power. The first thing you need to understand. Here's the truth most people will never admit. Nobody can make you angry unless you grant them that power. They can insult you, ignore you, lie to you, but they can't control your emotions unless you hand them the remote. And once they know you'll respond every time they press a button, guess what? They'll keep pressing. But the moment you become unbothered, detached, calm, that's when you take back everything they tried to steal. In your head. And for what? What do you get in return? Nothing. Nothing but wasted time, wasted energy, and wasted focus. You've seen it before. People who spend their lives fighting battles that don't matter, arguing over nonsense, defending themselves to people who don't care, letting small distractions pull them away from big goals. And then they wonder why they're tired, why they're stressed, why they're stuck. It's because they don't have to control over themselves. They react to everything. But here's what most people don't understand: when you react, you lose. When you stay in control, you win. Let me put it like this. If someone walked up to you right now and called you a loser, would that make it true? No. If someone said you'll never be successful, would that stop you? No. But the second you let those words bother you, the second you let them get under your skin, now you've given them power. They've hijacked your emotions. They've taken your focus off your mission and put it on them. And let's be real, most people who try to bring you down are already below you. They're not climbing. At its core, anger is simply energy. It's neither good nor bad until you decide how to use it. You can burn it uselessly in arguments, or you can refine it into focus, drive, and intensity. When you train yourself to channel that emotional surge into your work, your growth, your purpose, you begin turning chaos into fuel. But here's the thing, energy is neutral. Until you decide what to do with it, you can let it explode in frustration, arguments, and fights. Or you can channel it into something productive. The choice is always yours. Look at the most successful people in the world. Do you think they never get angry? Of course they do. But they don't waste that energy on things that don't matter.
And they redirect it. They take every doubt, every insult, every failure, and they use it as fuel. They don't let anger control them, they control their anger. The problem is most people have no control over their emotions. They let their feelings run them instead of the other way around. Something goes wrong and they explode. Someone disrespects them and they lose their cool. But here's what. And they don't realize the more predictable you are, the weaker you are. If people know exactly how to push your buttons, you're not in control. They are. Think about it. Why do fighters in the ring stay calm? Because the second they start fighting emotionally, they start losing. They make mistakes. They leave openings. They waste energy. And life is no different. If every little thing can throw you off balance, you'll never get to where you want to be. But when you master your emotions, you become dangerous in the best way possible. You become unshakable. People will test you, but you won't react. They'll try to drag you into drama, but you won't engage. They'll throw negativity at you, but you'll keep moving forward. And that's when they start to fear you. Because they realize they can't control you. Next time you feel anger rising up, stop and ask in yourself, what can I do with this energy? Can you put it into your work? Can you use it to push harder, train harder, build faster? Can you turn it into motivation? Because the second you take control of that energy, you take control of yourself. Weak people waste their emotions, strong people use them. And the moment you understand that, you step into a level of power most people will never reach. Detach from the noise. People will talk, they always do. They'll have opinions about your life, your choices, your success, your failures, everything. And most of the time, those opinions come from people who have no idea what it takes to be in your position. They don't know your struggles, your sacrifices, or your vision. But that won't stop them from talking. That's just what people do. The question is, why do you care? Why do you let their words affect you? Why do you let their negativity live in your mind, rent-free? Most of the people criticizing you wouldn't last a day in your shoes. They're not where you are, and they're not going where you're going. So why are you listening, detaching from the noise? Is not about ignoring the world. It's about knowing what deserves your attention. If you focus on what people say about you, you'll never have time to build yourself. If you spend your energy proving people wrong, you'll lose sight of proving yourself, right? You don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. You need focus. Look at the most successful people. Do you think they sit around worrying about what others think? No, they're too busy creating, building, and evolving. They understand a simple truth. The louder the noise, the stronger the focus has to be. Because the moment you let the noise distract you, you slow down. And when you slow down, you fall off track. You have to learn to be untouchable. Someone doubts you. Let them. Someone talks behind your back. Let them. Someone tries to bring you down. Let them try. None of it matters unless you react to it. You can't stop people from talking, but you can stop listening. You can't control their actions, but you can control your focus at the end of the day. The people who talk the most usually achieve the least. Because while they're busy watching you, you're busy moving forward, and that's how you win. Not by arguing, not by proving a point, but by detaching from the noise and staying locked in on your mission. Stay on your mission. Why are you here? What's your mission? If you can't answer that instantly, you're already at a disadvantage, because without a mission, everything becomes a distraction. Every opinion, every setback, every little inconvenience pulls you in a different direction. But when you have a mission, when you know exactly what you're working toward, none of that matters. Think about a pilot flying a plane. Does he argue with passengers? Does he get distracted by turbulence? No. He stays locked in on the destination. He knows his job isn't to entertain every voice in the cabin. His job is to land that plane. That's you. Your life is your flight, and your purpose is your destination. Every time you let yourself get distracted, you delay your landing. Most people never achieve anything great because they don't know where they're going. They wake up every day with no direction, so they let the world decide for them. Someone insults them, they spend the whole day thinking about it. Someone doubts them, they waste energy trying to prove them wrong. They react to everything because they have no bigger purpose pulling them forward. But when you have a mission, you move differently. You don't have time to argue. You don't have time to be bothered by petty things. You're too busy building, too busy improving, too busy becoming. And when you stay focused, something incredible happens. Distractions lose their power. People's opinions stop affecting you. Their negativity becomes background noise because you realize they're just standing on the sidelines while you're in the game. The key is to make your mission bigger than your emotions. Your feelings will try to slow you down. Fear will tell you to quit. Anger will tempt you to react. But when your purpose is strong enough, you don't listen. You don't stop to entertain drama. You don't waste time on things that won't matter. A year from now, you keep going. The people who make the most noise, we are usually the ones doing the least. Let them talk, let them doubt, let them waste their time. You have a mission to accomplish. And the only thing that matters is staying on course. Develop an unshakable mindset. Somebody insults you. It's a test. Somebody doubts you. It's a lesson. Every challenge, every criticism, every setback, it's all training. Life isn't attacking you. It's sharpening you. The real question is, are you strong enough to handle it? Weak minds break. Under pressure, they take everything personally. They let one bad comment ruin to their whole day. One rejection shatters their confidence. One failure makes them quit. But strong minds, they don't fold. They don't break. They take the pain, the setbacks, the negativity, and they use it because here's the truth. Your mindset determines everything. It's not about what happens to you. It's about how you respond. Two people can go through the same storm. One crumbles, the other grows. The difference isn't the storm. The difference is the mindset. Look at the most powerful people in the world. Do you think they got there by being soft, by getting offended, by letting small things shake them? No, they built an unshakable mindset. They developed thick skin. They learned how to take criticism without letting it destroy them. They stopped reacting to negativity and started using it as fuel. That's the level you need to reach the level where nothing moves you, where you control your emotions, instead of letting them control you, where people's opinions roll off you like water, where setbacks don't break you, they make you stronger. But that kind of mindset isn't given, it's earned you. Earn it every time you refuse to react, every time you keep your cool when someone tries to provoke you, every time you walk away from drama instead of engaging, every time you get knocked down and get back up without complaining. See, most people think strength is about fighting back, but real strength is restraint. It's not letting small minds pull you into small problems. It's choosing peace over pettiness. It's having the discipline to stay too focused when everything is trying to distract you. Once you develop an unshakable peace, is not passivity. It's not weakness. Peace is discipline. Peace is control. When you guard your peace like your most precious asset, you unlock clarity, focus, and long-term power. Anyone can react. Few can remain calm. And the person who remains centered regardless of the storm around them is always the one who wins. The mind, they let toxic people drain them. They let negativity consume them. They entertain arguments that don't matter, engage in drama that adds nothing to their life, and give their energy to things that won't mean a thing in a year. And then they wonder why they feel drained, frustrated, and stuck. You have to start treating your peace like it's your most valuable asset, because it is your peace determines your focus. Your focus determines your progress, and your progress determines your future. If you don't protect it, you'll never reach the level you're capable of. Look at the people who are truly successful, not just in money but in life. They don't waste their energy. They don't engage in pointless debates. They don't explain themselves to people who aren't on their level. They move in silence, and they operate from a place of calm because they understand one thing. When your mind is clear, your decisions are powerful, but protecting your peace is a choice. It means cutting off toxic people. Even if they're family, it means walking away from arguments that serve no purpose. It means letting go of the need to be right all the time. It means refusing to let anyone pull you into their chaos, because the second you step into their world of...
When you respond to negativity, you don't rise, you descend. You trade your focus for friction. And the moment you do, you hand over your power. But true strength is silent. It's found in walking away not because you're weak, but because you're wise. Not every battle is worth your energy. Not every comment deserves your attention. Not every insult requires your reaction. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simple. Keep building, keep walking, keep growing. Because when you're locked in, when your purpose is clear, your vision, unshakable distractions don't pull you in. They bounce off. Your peace becomes your armor. And here's the truth most forget. No one can take it from you unless you hand it over. So stop handing it over. Stop letting small minds disrupt your big mission. Stop letting temporary noise slow down your eternal momentum. Guard your mind. Protect your focus. Fortify your inner world like a warrior prepares for battle. And when you do, you'll realize just how unstoppable, untouchable, and unbothered you truly are. From this moment forward, walk different. Move with intention. Speak with purpose. And carry yourself like someone who refuses to be shaken by opinions that don't matter. Let them talk. Let them judge. Let them misunderstand. You stay grounded. You stay locked in. You rise. Because lions don't bark back. They move in silence and conquer with presence. Thank you for listening. If this message sparked something inside of you, don't just nod in agreement. Act on it. AA. Subscribe to Stoic today, right now, for more soul-sharpening content that keeps your mind clear, your spirit strong, and your mission alive. Comment below. What's one thing you're done giving your energy to? Share this with someone who needs to reclaim their peace and focus on what truly matters. Your discipline is your superpower. Your silence is your strategy. Your presence is your answer. Start moving like it. The world doesn't need your reaction, it needs your transformation. And it starts today.